Imagine a group of islands where huge lizards rule the land. One day, a Komodo dragon, the largest lizard on Earth, drags itself onto the sandy shore looking for food. It spots an octopus struggling near the water and quickly snatches it with its powerful jaws. The dragon slams the octopus against the ground again and again, the way it usually kills its prey. The octopus fights back for a while, but its strength fades, and the dragon swallows it whole. At first, it seems like a victory. But suddenly, the dragon begins to thrash around. Something is terribly wrong. The octopus's tentacles, even though the creature is already dead, are still clinging tightly inside the dragon's throat. Within minutes, the island's most feared hunter lies dead. It shows that even the strongest predator can fall if it chooses the wrong prey. The fate of the Komodo dragon in this case is simple. It tried to eat something it could not handle. Octopuses are not like other prey. Even in death, their tentacles and suckers can cling tightly, blocking airways and causing suffocation. Dolphins have also learned this the hard way. In 2015, a healthy young Indo-Pacific bottlenose dolphin washed up dead on a beach near Perth, Australia. At first, it looked unharmed, but an autopsy revealed the truth. Tentacles from a large New Zealand octopus were stuck deep inside its throat. The octopus had weighed over 4 pounds and had a spread of tentacles 4 feet long. Scientists believe the dolphin tried to swallow it whole, but one of the tentacles blocked its breathing passage. Even though the octopus was already dead, its suckers stayed attached, cutting off the dolphin's air. This was the first documented case of a dolphin killed by an octopus, but experts suspect it happens more often. Along the Australian coast, other dolphins and even sea lions have been found dead in similar situations. Octopuses can grow even larger than the one that killed the dolphin, up to 26 pounds with tentacles stretching 10 feet long. For predators that usually swallow their prey in one gulp, this can be a fatal mistake. Komodo dragons are known for their enormous appetites. One dragon can eat up to 80% of its own body weight in a single meal. So, if one comes across a big octopus, its instinct is to devour it. But with prey like this, hunger can become a death sentence. This raises an important question. Komodo dragons live on land, and octopuses live in the sea. So how could such an encounter even happen? The answer lies in the remarkable abilities of certain species of octopus. In northern Australia, there is a species called Abdopus aculeatus, a small but extraordinary octopus. Unlike most of its kind, this octopus can crawl across land from one pool to another. It doesn't only do this to survive, it also hunts in shallow puddles left behind by the tide, chasing after fish, crabs, and mollusks. Because of this, it's entirely possible for an octopus to find itself crawling across a beach at the same time a Komodo dragon is hunting. If the dragon sees it, it might think it's found an easy meal, but that choice could easily cost it its life. Nature is full of similar deadly mistakes. Take the porcupine, for example. Its sharp quills can turn the tables on predators. In South Africa, a massive python was once found dead, its body unusually swollen. At first, no one knew what had killed it. When rangers examined the snake, they discovered it had swallowed a porcupine weighing over 30 pounds. While pythons are capable of eating very large animals, porcupine quills are indigestible. In this case, some of the sharp quills pierced the snake's insides, causing fatal injuries. These stories remind us of an important truth. Even apex predators, the rulers of their environments, are not invincible. Their survival depends not only on strength and hunting skill, but also on the choices they make. One wrong meal can be the end of even the fiercest hunter. The python's death was never fully explained, but rangers later found its body wedged beneath a rocky ledge. One theory is that after swallowing the porcupine, the snake may have fallen, and the impact forced the sharp quills to pierce its stomach from the inside. The same danger could threaten a Komodo dragon if it ever tried to eat a porcupine. These lizards may be powerful enough to take down wild boars, deer, and even buffalo, but swallowing a spiky rodent is far more dangerous than it looks. A dragon's armor-like skin is tough, reinforced by thousands of tiny bony plates called osteoderms. This protects them from fights with rivals, but only on the outside. Inside, they are as soft and vulnerable as any other animal. If the sharp quills pierced internal organs, the consequences could be deadly. Komodo dragons are solitary creatures and fiercely guard their territories. When two of them clash, they rear up on their hind legs, lashing at each other with their forelimbs and twisting their massive bodies. Now imagine one of them has swallowed a porcupine before a fight. In the middle of the battle, a sharp quill could pierce out through its stomach. That could end the fight, and the dragon's life, in an instant. Porcupine quills are just as deadly on the outside as they are inside. In India, a dead leopard was found on the roadside with its body covered in quills. The cause of death was clear. This was not an isolated case either. Lions and leopards have also been fatally wounded by porcupines. Sometimes even one strike is enough. A quill to the eye can blind, while several quills stuck in the skin may cause infections that eventually kill the predator. For a Komodo dragon, this means it would have to kill the porcupine before eating it, which is risky. Its armor might protect most of its body, but its eyes and other weak points would still be vulnerable. Horns can be just as dangerous as quills. Take the duiker, a medium-sized antelope with horns that are only about 4 inches long. You might think such small horns wouldn't matter, but predators have learned otherwise. Witnesses once saw an African rock python, the largest snake in Africa, wrap itself around a duiker and begin swallowing it. Pythons eat their prey whole, as they cannot tear it apart. But just as the snake seemed victorious, the duiker's horns pierced right through its body. The injury was fatal, and the snake died. Other cases of pythons killed while swallowing antelope have also been recorded, proving that horns can serve as a prey animal's last line of defense, even after being captured. For Komodo dragons, this is a real risk too. These predators often hunt goats, which are common prey in their natural range. In the past, villagers even kept goats as offerings to the dragons, though this practice was later banned because it made the animals lazy. Now, dragons sometimes travel miles to raid herds near coastal villages. Most domestic goats have small or trimmed horns, but if a dragon ever tried to attack a wild antelope like a duiker, the outcome could be very different. A sharp horn could injure or even kill the predator in the struggle. But what about truly large prey or even a face-off with another giant? Imagine a battle between two of the strongest predators alive today, the Komodo dragon and the anaconda. The Komodo dragon can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh more than 300 pounds. It is armed with sharp, serrated teeth, strong claws, and venom that weakens its prey after a single bite. Its bite causes deep wounds, and the venom seeps into the blood, lowering blood pressure, preventing clotting, and causing shock. Even if prey escapes, the dragon can track it by smell until it collapses. The anaconda, however, is even larger in size. It is the heaviest snake in the world, reaching up to 29 feet in length and over 400 pounds in weight. These snakes swallow animals as large as deer, tapirs, and even jaguars. They attack from the water, using stealth. With eyes and nostrils positioned high on their heads, they stay nearly invisible while waiting. Once prey comes close, the snake lunges, coils around the animal, and squeezes until it suffocates. For safety, anacondas often drag their victims into the water, where escape is almost impossible. In the water, the anaconda would have the upper hand against a Komodo dragon. It could coil around the lizard and drown it before swallowing. On land, however, the dragon's speed, venom, and razor-sharp teeth would make it a deadly opponent. It can sprint at 12 miles per hour and has excellent eyesight,